What's poppin', y'all? This is another Smokebox presented by BREALTV. I'm Dr. Green Thumb, aka Be Real, here with my man Wonderbrett. How's it going, bro?
Great.
Welcome to the box. Now, if you don't know who Wonderbrett is, well, then you know you can't claim to be in the cannabis culture all the way in. Now, can you? You know, this man here and his brand is known for having some of the most exotic flavors, and is one of the most sought out brands in the game right now. And we just currently did a collaboration for you know, Dr. Green Thumb and OZK by Wonderbrett, which is in our Dr. Green Thumb Sylmar shop in Sylmar, California. And by the way, it sold out quickly.
Yeah.
How you doing, Wonderbrett?
I'm doing great, man. It's a real honor to be here. It's just been a lot of fun, and it's been a real roller coaster the past year. We were off the shelf for a minute, but now we're back on the shelf, licensed. In your shop is just,
oh yeah,
it's such a great thing to finally be here. Like, we've just been doing this so long, and it's just fucking great. I'm just having a great time.
Yeah, and you know what's cool is you know, when we set this collaboration off with you, we put 4 golden tickets and like Willy Wonka up in some of them boxes for people to jump in the smoke box. And so, you know, in a minute, these folks will be seeing some of those winners jump up in the box, the golden ticket smoke box, and you know, reap the benefit. They will reap the benefits of that that purchase of the OZK and in winning that golden ticket. And they will land themselves right in your spot.
I don't think that there's never been a weed like purchase that has ever given you something back like that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, the most I've ever gotten is like, oh, you'll get a free gram with this 8th purchase. You know what I mean? A free gram of wax or something. But like, nah, you get to smoke with Be Real or some shit like that. It's like, I feel like a little box.
Nah, for real. Like, when I saw the golden tickets in my hand before they went in the boxes, I was like, oh, these are so just like magical, intrinsic value, just like built. And yeah, I mean, who the hell doesn't want to get in the box with B if you're a real smoker, if you know, like, and you've been watching and paying attention for the past 20 plus years, like.
Word.
Like, I just remember being in high school, like, watching and just being kind of like dumbfounded because we were smoking joints and just kind of exploring with growing right then and there in the very beginning. But I was watching you on stage, like, with joints that were so big that they're the size of this water bottle right here, like at UCLA. Like, how did you ever get the balls to go, like, I'm not gonna fear going to jail for this weed, I'm gonna push it so hard? Because you probably, like, beyond Cheech and Chong was like the old school, but like watching you grow up in my generation in the 90s and the 2000s and going through that whole era, like, and knowing you then too, like, after the fact that I you know, was a fan at one point, then we became friends, still always a fan.
Right.
But like, when did you go, damn, I'm gonna take this ounce joint on the stage in the 90s?
I think the first big one that we smoked on stage, big joint, and we have that here in the BREALTV temple.
Is that what's in that box?
Yeah, it was the Soul Assassin tour. We were at Santa Monica Civic Center. Somebody rolled that joint with I would imagine is maybe 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces. Threw it on stage, and we, you know, it caught our eye obviously because it was big. Now, what was in there was boof. What was in there was boof.
At least you keep it real. At least you keep it real.
But one thing that we noticed is that when we pulled that big bitch out, everybody went nuts, and we realized, you know, hey, we're Cypress Hill. We should be fucking doing this. And, you know, obviously, at the time, you couldn't get a bunch of weed like that and fucking just knock it off because it was, like, very expensive.
Yeah, that'd be $1,000 joint, easy.
But we would come across those because what happens is fans want to outdo each other. So, you know, when people heard about that. You know, we went into this next city. They fucking threw a big ass joint up there, and then a big ass joint over here. By the time we got to the smokeouts, you know, you're in California where weed is queen. You know what I'm saying? And everybody now at this point has learned how to get down with their game. We started seeing bigger fucking joints there, and that's when you started seeing the fucking rockets and, you know, big ass 5-ounce joints coming from us. But yeah, it all started from that 93 joint on stage point right there. And you know, now it's the norm, but you know, back then it was a fucking big deal. But even if you pull it out in a crowd in places that ain't like California, shit, they go crazy because, you know, we had to fucking make it to where it's like we poker faced it. Like, yeah, this ain't nothing. We're supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? And shit, they let us carry on, and you know, and here we are today. Let me ask you this: how many years of cultivation would you say it took you to get dialed in to where you like were comfortable with what you were doing and you knew you were in stride at this point? Because I always tell motherfuckers trying to come into it, it's gonna take you at least 3 years.
Yeah,
you know, to get your legs under you, and then you're gonna start learning to dial it in.
Yeah, I think it comes to like a dedication, passion, who kind of puts you on the right path in the very beginning. But if you're starting from scratch now, like there's so much information, so many books, like. So I think really, yeah, like 2-3 years, like, you know, and it just comes to like, dang, it got really smoky in here.
Yeah, we do.
It comes to the point where it just really like it's how like do you interpret shit? Some people are never gonna be good chefs or good cooks or own a good restaurant, you know, or
you have to have a talent in it.
Yeah, exactly. So. For me, in the beginning, things were so simple. The way we did it, it was, you know, just 2-part nutrient and Monster Bloom, and that's all really was on the shelf. And you just didn't. The whole key was just less is more. I think people try and go, oh, I'm gonna get more weight by using more nutrient, and this doesn't really.
It doesn't really work out because you take away from the full potential of what that flower is capable of in flavor and all that stuff. You try to blow it up.
Yeah.
And so, you not only got into like cultivation, but you also now got into breeding, like, you know, crossing up some of the flavors.
Yep.
How do you choose that? Like, I'm not to interrupt, but I always wondered, like, what made you choose the stuff you grow, bro? Because the stuff that you grow, to a lot of people that really have like the OGs locked in and all these like heavy indicas, they can't grow the way the strains with the delicacy.
Yeah, the flavors you're producing.
Yeah, bro. Like, how did you choose that? You're like, you know what? I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna get this shit dialed in. Like, how do you do it too? It's like, do you make the plants fuck?
Yeah, you do kind of have to make them touch. So in a certain way,
like Frenchies and shit.
They're boning.
You know, you can just hit the fan, blow the pollen onto your females that you select, or you can physically shake them and kind of have a little orgy if you want to go around the room and take your male and put it onto every female. But you know, that's kind of, you know,
it's lit being a plant.
Whatever you do, yeah, you know, like you got to have the music right, you know, like the lighting's got to be just right.
You got to create the right mood and ambiance for the fucking plant.
But when it comes to breeding, like, you know, we grew OG for so many years, and it just became like everybody had the strain. It was just like it became too much of like the same all over the place. No matter how good you grew your OG, or no matter how good I grew the OG, it was just like couldn't stand out.
Yeah,
he's killing me with those big heads.
Yeah,
it's not even just me, bro. It's like,
bro, you wrote that bomber, asshole.
So. But you gotta pick your males based on like the structure. You gotta pick your females. You gotta pick your females based on the smell.
You got smoked out, bro. Oh yeah, we are smoked the fuck out of it here. how a box should be.
No, this is seriously boxed.
It's a serious box. E-Zone,
Our water.
the human smoke machine over here. What's been your favorite as of late? Like what are you coming up with in the future that you can talk about without you know?
Well, OZ really just like, we got those seeds from Dying Breed 3 years ago. That male that came out of there was just a magical male. Like everything we've hit it with has come out with the right blend of that sweet Skittles with the OG gas.
Right.
There's a lot of OZs out there right now that are like they
don't even add up, bro.
they're just too much OG in it for you to recognize the other part of the Skittles that you want. So
Yeah, it overwhelms.
we got really lucky with the pheno that we found out of that seed pack. You got it's a like a gamble like Vegas. You got 12 seeds in there. 8 of them popped. We found 3 really great female phenos. We only released 1 of them so far. So there's 2 other phenos that are really good.
It's almost like buying trading cards, huh? Well, like you buy seeds and shit.
Yeah.
You might get one super rare one that's gonna be that one. Like you got that male.
Mm-hmm. And then the male was really the really lucky find too, because the structure on it was a great structure, and it had a really Skittlesy OZ type smell even on the male. So when we crossed that into the male, we got a lot of terps, we got a lot of structure, and into all the other females that we had. So it created a lot of great strains like lemon citrine. Like that lemon citrine is just like lemon Skittles, and every time we grow it, it just gets a little bit better. So
it can be a perfume, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah, I can.
this is the kind of people you want to buy weed from, man. Like, cause like sometimes, like you talk about it like the people, in Jurassic Park when they're talking about the science of like creating the dinosaur.
Yeah.
That's how you talk about this shit, like the structure in the male and all this. Like, it's like this is the kind of people you really want to be getting your herb from if you're watching this video, man.
Yeah, and I gotta say, we got a lot of the Wonderbrett flavors down the Dr. Green Thumb Silmar location. There's a lot of infringers that use Dr. Green Thumb name, but the official one now is the one in Silmar. That's our shit. You see our logo. We got Wonderbrett shit up in there. Our collaboration, the OZK, it is fucking popping, and you could expect other flavors from Wonderbrett to come down to our dispensary in Silmar. It's also at the Cookies shop Melrose. There's some Wonderbrett flavors down there as well. Man, we smoked this fucking box out, didn't we? All right, shit.
Yeah, it took me a minute to calibrate. Like for a second there, I was like, "Holy shit!" And then I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get used to this now."
Word up, man. What other collaborations should the folks be looking out for?
Man, we are focused solely on this collaboration with you.
I'll bet.
We want to get as much OZ out there to the world as possible. Like,
y'all should fuck with the OZK. This is for certain. Let's show them the box.
Yeah.
This is the box you would be looking for, all right?
That's like the mimosa. Like, that's like drinking the fucking mimosa in the morning. It's refreshing like that when you smoke that kind of weed in the morning.
It's got the OZK up on it.
Yeah. We think that...
And then the official, like a ref with the whistle, as my man Snoop would say. Pro-official, never ho-official.
That probably looks like the foggiest box ever right now. Like, they're like we can kind of see the gold emblem.
What the fuck is that? I'll tell you what the fuck that is. That's OZK right there all day. Dr. Green Thumbs, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, we want to thank you for jumping in the box.
Yeah, it's an honor, man. Thank you for everything you've done for this industry, man. A lot of people don't understand how much you've done to push this to where everybody can enjoy this and be like, hey, we can have fun and make cool ass shit together.
Word up, man. And I want to say off top, it's all compliant flour, all compliant packaging, all compliant. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of work went into it.
A lot of work, a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? We want to thank all y'all for watching. Keep it blazing. Subscribe to the channel. Leave comments. Fuck with my man Wonderbrett. Find him on Instagram. Let him know what the IG is.
It's Wonderbrett with underscore at the end. And I want to say thank you to my whole team, Team Wonderbrett. Everybody who worked so hard to make this strain for everybody and worked so hard to grow, to keep the quality up and keep this small batch quality coming for the masses. So,
hell yeah.
I love everybody. Thank you.
Stay blazing.
Got the heart of a lion, soul of a titan, mind of a genius, with fly with the heighten. All your senses is senseless, resistant, relentless. It's what they call you when your grind is endless. Let's get this.
They say I'm psycho, I move weight like lipo. Got a big crib like Michael, out the window with a rifle. My wrist game